Alrighty, what's going on everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen, happy Switch Day! Because today, of course, is March 3rd of 2017, and it is the release date for the Nintendo Switch. And I managed to pick up two games to play on the new console, and that is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, of course, I mean, that's a pretty obvious one, and the collection of minigames known as 1-2-Switch. So I'm really excited to get these opened up here today. We're also going to do a little comparison size for the game cartridges and see how it fits into the Nintendo Switch. Well, I guess technically I should open up the game case, or the case, so you can see the Switch itself. The Nintendo Switch. So there we go. All right, so with all that in mind, ladies and gents, of course, here's the packaging. I did not manage to get the collector's edition for Legend of Zelda, because in Canada it sold out in like 32 seconds. And then on the back of the package, we have some really cool info about both games. The packages themselves are pretty small, but we will discuss the size comparison in just one moment. So let me go on ahead and just use a pair of scissors to help us get into the packages themselves. And I'm actually really interested to see if there are any inserts inside the package, because if there aren't, you're going to see how ridiculously oversized these cases are for the tiny cartridges that are included for the Switch. So we got one opened up here, and then, whoops, we shall open up the second one right here, just like so. There we are. Okay, so we got two games opened up, and ta-da! Yep, it's ridiculously oversized. So look at all this space, which, don't get me wrong, that looks beautiful right there. We have a beautiful image right there, but that is the size of the cartridge. It is absolutely tiny. It's kind of crazy to think that such a small cartridge can hold that much gameplay within it, but it's really cool how far technology have come. Ooh, okay, I actually really like this. This is cool. So as you open up the case, you can see a nice summary of every mini game that you can play within the 1-2-Switch game. And also, I guess, difficulty levels. You got little peppers to indicate how difficult these particular games are. So you've got on a scale of 1 to 3. Oh, no, never mind. There's some games that are actually all the way up to 5 peppers. So it looks like on a scale of 1 to 5, the difficulty will go up and down. So that's really cool, actually. I like that little idea there. It almost is like a nice additional piece of information that you get by opening up the game. But I wanted to go on ahead and bring a few cases to compare things with. So I think the most obvious one would be to compare it to a Wii U case. So that's what we're working with as far as like scale wise. Thickness, the Wii U cases are a little bit thicker as well. And again, it's also crazy to think, like, guys, remember, this holds just as much data as this. Like, how insane is that? That is so crazy. I don't know. It's just like this visually, when you see it, you kind of like almost have this moment of like, whoa, that's sort of crazy. So let's compare it to a couple of other things, shall we? So that is the comparison to a Wii U game. Here's the comparison to Xbox One game. So they're about the exact same height. The Xbox One game might be just a little, just a sliver taller than it. You see, like just a tiny little bit. It's a little thicker as well, so those are the differences there. And obviously the width is quite different. But what about a Vita case? Another kind of handheld option. So you can see that those are actually smaller. Well, the Vita cases, that is, I should say. They're a little bit smaller, but the width is exactly the same. So the Switch cases are just a little bit larger than that. What about a PS4 case? Well, oddly enough, they're pretty much the exact same height, but again, the width is quite substantially different. So that's where the difference comes in there. What about a 3DS case? I think they're actually a little bit thinner, the Switch cases, oddly enough, which is sort of surprising, but that's probably due to the fact that 3DS games still come with tons and tons of little warranty and instruction manuals and advertising. So that's the main reason why that is the case. And by the way, if you're like, where's the Pokemon Moon game? It's in my 3DS, so that's why it's not here. But that's the size comparison there. And then just for the heck of it, I wanted to show you guys what it compares like with a CD. So if you're like, hey, I want to know what it's like compared to a CD scale, there you go. I thought to get ridiculous with it, get like, I don't know, a can of pop to compare it to that, and just a whole bunch of other crazy things. But then I realized, like, okay, that's going to be taking it a little bit too far. So the final thing I wanted to go on ahead and try out is to actually see what the game cartridges feel like and look like when you're placing them into your Switch. So there's a little game cartridge area, at the top of the Switch. So you kind of like pull that out. And then we open up our actual game cartridge case. And we grab the cartridge. Which way does it go? Does that matter? Is it this way? It doesn't feel like it goes this way. Maybe this way. Yep, there we go. So it kind of clicks in just like the 3DS games do. So there we are, ladies and gents. We have the Nintendo Switch along with the game ready to rock and be taken into an adventure. If you want to see actually an unboxing and a bit of a review for the Biogenic travel case, I did an unboxing of that as well. So check that one out as well. And of course, be on the lookout for plenty of gameplay for 1-2 Switch and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Thank you guys so very much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to click the like button. I hope to see you guys here next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.